Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles reversed. So I'm seeing loss of a contract. Could be marriage, could be work. And you may work really, really hard, but somebody's just not recognizing you. You're probably even not getting paid what you should get paid. And it's not like you're an apprentice, like you're a seasoned, okay? So we had 2 major arcana, 2 good, 3 not necessarily so good. Let me see what numbers we have. 3, 1, 10, 4, 8. Okay. So whatever happens, you're going to have a new beginning, and it's going to be good. You're going to be on the right path. Lots of good fortune. It's going to be a job with the Emperor. And I think you're leaving a job where you had a bad boss, possibly a bad coworker. Could even be about love. Like you're leaving a relationship that had a domineering partner and you're going to get a new one. This is all about new opportunities with business, love. That's really all I'm seeing here, those 2 options. Sorry. For some of you, it may even be a government job. Let me pull. Why is the Page of Swords reversed here? Because that's what I really want to know. Why does that shit keep popping up? I'm a Cancer, so 7 of Swords. Okay, it's something very sneaky with ill intent. Somebody just does not like us Cancers. I don't know what it is. It's not us. Of course, and again, if it pops up for me, maybe it is me, but I don't have any ill will towards anybody. I'm definitely not stalking anybody. Somebody may be very jealous of you in the workplace, or somebody may suspect that you're cheating and they're spying on you and very, very jealous. Possibly an Aries or any fire sign. Or then again, you may think somebody's cheating on you, and so you're spying. Sometimes Wheel of Fortune can talk about addictions, 3 of Cups reversed, but it's also infidelity. So you're not celebrating right now, but you will be. Somebody may be sabotaging your plans, because this is failed plans. This is somebody who would sabotage them. Like they will spread rumors about you. They will lie about you. If we got the King of Swords in here, which kind of reminds me of the Emperor reversed, this is somebody who's trying to ruin your reputation. Okay, but you're going to come out golden. You're going to come out clean as a pure driven snow, white as a lamb, you know, that kind of thing. Somebody may be giving you bad advice too. Let's see, bad advice. Bad advice. Like somebody's probably doing it on purpose to sabotage you. And they're very tyrannical. But whatever happens, you end up on the right path. So you probably don't listen to them. Or if you do, you know, everything works out for the good of those who know God. So it's just a warning that somebody's scared to be trapped, or they feel trapped by something. And they may be tempted to cheat. But this is somebody who may be overly jealous, overly emotional. They feel out of control, so they try to take control however they can. Like they rule with an iron fist because they rule through fear. They don't know how to rule in a nice way. Sorry, my voice is scratchy. But just be careful of being misled with bad information. I definitely see this as bad information. Also, bad communication. Somebody's doing something underhanded. I think you're the first sign that got this card where it actually meant what people think it means, which is deception and envy and sneakiness. Everybody else has been getting it for education. Because it is an education card, believe it or not. I know, you would never think it. But it's basically taking what you need. So that's like getting information. So you're getting information, but it's not good. And if this was in reverse, because it can fall out that way, even though I don't read them, this particular one that way, this would be you taking the bad advice and using it. And if you did that, then you would be this. Okay, but you're not. You're being cautious. Maybe you weren't going to be, but you heard this reading and now you are. Just wondering, like, why is it turning out good? You know what I mean? Oh, let's just put that back. Okay. Now, you may not even leave a job. This end of a contract could be the end of your boss's contract. And maybe you do a little something sneaky, like you do something that could cause your boss to lose their job, because it's not sneaky, it's just the way you go about it is sneaky. Because these are both not doing anything ethically. And so your job becomes the right path because they're no longer there. You may tell how your boss is treating you. That's pretty consistent, I would think. There may be a Scorpio involved, or you may have Scorpio in your chart, because I see 2 Scorpio cards here. Man. I need another drink. Sorry, guys. Now, because I think somebody's really jealous of you, what I'm thinking is Wheel of Fortune and Page of Swords, especially since they're next to each other, talks about discovering talent. And I think this boss or this coworker, whoever is jealous and spreading rumors about you, I think they've discovered your talent at your profession, and they don't want people to find out. So maybe they're trying to get you fired. But whatever happens, you're going to get recognized, okay? Somebody's going to see it. And you won't be an apprentice anymore. Why is the Emperor reversed? The Moon. So there's some kind of secret, some kind of deception. Moon, Page of Swords is definitely somebody spying. Very sneaky behavior. And I believe it's the Emperor is the boss, it's not you. Or the boss could be doing something sneaky that you just happen to know about. You may not even be spying. And you're able to give that information to someone, and it causes them to lose their job. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Sometimes people get what they get. You can't always keep your nose out of something. And you're kind of like ahead of your time. And that's why this talent you have, some people may not like it. So if you do lose your job, you get to a job where you're accepted and somebody notices you for what you are. And they're like, yeah, we need you here. You know, you're ahead of the times. Let's get on it, you know. But there is a need to build your own security here. Like, keep information to yourself. This is somebody who steals your information. And they're like a Delilah character. They may seem a little innocent, but you know the truth because they're in reverse. This is leaving an organization. Okay. Coming together, leaving, not celebrating. What is this Ace of Pentacles about? Ooh, okay. Oh, we got Death. Woohoo! And Death 13, which we have 2 3 cards. So that's, let me think about that. Oh, what was that? Okay, it could be about bonding and indulging. Also, just there's some kind of point, there's like no return from this point on. Something happened. But there is definitely an end to some kind of a contract here, some kind of relationship. I think it's more work-based. Somebody may tell you you're not talented, but you really are. They're just super jealous. And I don't know. Sometimes you just tip people off and you can't do anything about it. Like, there's just people who aren't going to like you. But don't wallow in anything that happens because it's for your good. But this radical change was needed, okay? Kind of like the Tower. It was needed. And it's like an end to the abusive, whatever it is, relationship, work. And then 3 + 1 = 4, 4 is stability. So you get new stability that you didn't have previously. Previously, your work or your relationship was only a 3. And that's chaos and trouble because somebody else is making trouble for you. And then you end up at 4. So it could be the same job, could be a new job. Either way, you end up great. Definite end to an old cycle, definite new beginning. You're being transformed. And you got like a lucky ticket. Whatever it may be. You may narrowly escape something and you get something new. You get lots of compensation. And this might be your lucky ticket to fame. I don't really see that, but it's possible because we do have being discovered. Good fortune. Somebody being jealous. Oh, just saw the Emperor upright again. Well, that's a 4. That's stability, right? So it looks like you may get a new boss that's good. Or you're taking control, either one. But previously this 4 is in reverse, so it was unstable. And you're getting your freedom. You may take a chance and you get a miracle. If it's for a partner, oh, hang on, I just saw something. I was going to say your partner renews you with death, but they definitely renew you. This is the Star card. And this is fame. This is in the spotlight. You do get recognized. It could be like fame. It just could be as far as being like spotting somebody that you want to have a relationship with, or somebody spots you. And there's lots of passion here, healing, and hope. I think behind it we had 3 of Pentacles. Let's check. No, Ace of Pentacles. So again, yeah, it's like really good. I think it's good for more than one person. You may have an option of choosing to stay at your job after this person leaves or moving on. Now, if I just had to pick, staying is death, Leaving is hope or star card. I mean, death is a good thing. It just tells me it's over. So it may be you don't stay and you do go to a new job. One may be for a job. You may get a new job and you get a new partner. So we have the same card twice. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a choice. You got two places. You could choose one or the other. Or you may be juggling both. You're juggling love, and new job. And that's a lot of stress, even though it's good stress. Okay, Five of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of a bully. And you're having to let this go. Like, it could even be criminal. Maybe embezzling. You learn something about embezzling or spying. Spying and stalking is illegal. Okay. And with the Emperor, that'd be a criminal. I think they're keeping that secret. Nine of Wands. So having your defenses up because of this crime. And you're just going to have to not give up. Okay. This is surrendering to somebody who's like a bully. And you don't even want to fight with them. People like lay down their swords. And here is never giving up. But it's with wands. It's with creativity, not with violence. Not with hurtful words or opinions. It's all with passion. So giving up, staying, never giving up. That's really what you're trying to juggle. Why is this in reverse? Did I do it? Because I pulled him in reverse. Okay, so you will have an emotional loss. And when I was thinking, I was actually thinking about what's this Three of Cups about. And then I also thought, why is the Eight of Pentacles reversed at the same time? So I guess that's why that came out. It is about some kind of emotional loss, but it can be about love just as well as it can be about work. Because that's very emotional if you lose something like that. Either one. But you do have the Fool. You do have a new beginning. And it may just happen like that with death. Like, whatever decision you make, when somebody leaves, it just happens in an instant. And it's just over. And I see you're going to need to nurture this talent, okay? You've been discovered, now you have to nurture it. You can't just rest on your laurels. And it is a new business opportunity. Because if you rest on your laurels and you don't keep nurturing the talent, it will be over before it even starts. And you may end up losing. And I see you're going to follow your own muse, because we have Nine of Wands here. You're going to follow your own muse. That's very artistically. So I think somebody will be discovered artistically as well as just on the job. And being discovered may just be somebody recognizes you, okay? And whatever happens, I don't think it was a surprise. I think you knew it was coming. Okay, for those who it's about love, what messages are there for Cancers for whom this is about love? Okay. It fell out sideways. If I were to like pick it up, I'd pick it up this way. Pay attention to the red flags. So I think you have been paying attention to the red flags and you know something's up. You know it. You got that intuition. But I do think some of you are going to choose to leave a job even though that domineering person is gone. You're still going to choose. That's about love, though. So it could be about a relationship. Release your ex. There we go. And you're going to know who that person is. Possibly a Scorpio. Possibly an Aries. Maybe even an air sign. I mean, what are you Cancers doing with air signs anyways? You know that ain't working. Unless they have some water in their chart somewhere. Well, a lot of water in their chart. Possibly some earth. But you know water and earth, you know what they make? They make mud. So, honeymoon. Yep. You release your ex and you're going to have a honeymoon period. Especially even on a job. Pay attention, release it, and then you have that honeymoon period. Okay, for those for whom it's about work, what messages or action steps do you have for them? 8 of Swords, trapped. You have to get out of this. You can't be the victim anymore. Okay, now I don't read these in reverse, so perhaps you do, but it would have fallen out that way if it was really, really necessary. You may feel trapped at your job somehow, or you're just still suffering from whatever it was, this bully. Perhaps your boss leaves, but there's still somebody else behind who was like a bully. Perhaps you need to be looking for a Scorpio. So I do have Scorpio over here for a good opportunity or to put you on the right path. Because this talks about being rescued by Scorpio because it's active in Scorpio. It's ruled by Capricorn. So you may have Capricorn in your chart and then Scorpio comes and saves you. If you have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, then maybe you save yourself. Bessie, like imprisonment, bankrupt. Okay. You may be sending somebody who is embezzling. You may be sending them to prison. Or you may just, I don't see any wasteful spending though. Let's get some more clarification. 7 of Pentacles, waiting on something to arrive. Also unrequited love. You may be waiting for somebody to rescue you. Okay, but this is also about saving. You may need to save your money to avoid bankruptcy. Because this is saving bankruptcy. But I don't really see any wasteful spending here. Is somebody like stealing money from you? Is somebody draining you of money? And it just happens to show up as work? Or is your boss stealing money and the company's going to go bankrupt? So if that's the case, you do need to tell, okay? But you may need to wait until you have evidence. Because this is planning, questioning, but having to be patient. So don't just jump into it gung-ho. Have something to back it up. I mean, as a teacher, we always tell our kids, okay, that's a good answer. Now go find it in the text. You know, where's your evidence? Prove it to me. That is just... And I don't think it's you in prison. It's the Emperor, because the 8 of Swords with the Emperor talks about bankrupt and imprisonment. So somebody might be embezzling and they're just taking the company down the toilet. So that's why you don't need to stay. It's going to tank. You need to try something new because there's life and hope in this. And you're just going to get more inspiration from your new path. And for people who have a talent, like artistically, which is what I see a lot in here, you're going to have that inspiration at a new place, whereas you probably will have a creative block at your current job, even if you get to stay. But whatever's going on, it's going to be the end of a struggle because we have death and Nine of Wands. It's going to be the end of a conflict or a defeat. It's just all going to be good. So that's nice to know. Some of you may be asking, well, how long do I wait? I'm thinking you may need to wait a year. But if you really feel the urge to tell sometime before that and you have some evidence, 7 months. But we have all the seasons here in this particular picture. Now, usually with 7 in Pentacles, I say 7 months or 7 years. But it may just be 1 year due to the picture. This, you're a very intelligent person. And people are going to notice it. Some people may not like it, but I'm not sure. They may discover that you are onto them. Maybe it is you spying. And I'm just kind of wondering, we don't have the Six of Wands here, but somebody may dislike you so much, and they may know you're spying, or they may be spying on you in order to frame you, possibly. I know that sounds a little stretchy, and it may be, but I'd rather say it than not say it. But whatever you do, you're going to have to get your evidence down, all your planning. You're going to have to get it down to a science. You may need to start documenting things, to a T. Make sure all your I's are dotted, okay? All right. What are the last action steps for Cancerians for whom this is about work? Okay, hang on. Hold on. Okay. The World. Okay, these major arcanas would stop popping up. This reading would be over. So I see there wasn't any kind of celebration or graduation. In fact, I think you were kind of in a dangerous environment with that Five of Swords. But you're going to get complete and total freedom. You won't be in jail. Also with Ace of Pentacles twice, if you are in bankruptcy somehow, possibly due to gambling, you're going to have an imminent money solution with the World and with the Fool too that we had earlier. You may just be sad and disappointed with your finances. Somebody may do a background check on you, a boss, and they find out about bankruptcy or your debts. But somehow you get an imminent money solution and you get to leave that place. Because I think they would try to use it against you for some reason. And you're going to be very successful because you have the Star upright and the World upright. So you're going to get your fame. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so with the Star, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, you are definitely getting recognized. And it's going to be very unusual. And I don't think you're going to be recognized for something bad. I think it's going to be good. So you can put that conspiracy theory out of your mind. And somebody may think that you hung the moon. That they think the world of you. And they think you have really good insight. Possibly even like a detective, because we have investigation, investigating with bad intents. You may have to do a little bit of investigating of your own to get out of bankruptcy. Somebody really may be taking your money. Or maybe you just want to save your company so it's showing up as yours. But I see everything's going to work out in your favor. You have lots of knowledge, and you're going to have some expansion in the near future, like the world will be yours. You're very competent, even though somebody doesn't think you are. And you're going to be on top of the world. You're going to be free out of your limitations. And whatever the goal is for the star, you're going to achieve it. Woo-hoo. Any changes will be good. You're going to have all your talent, all your luck, all your growth, all your protection. Everything will prevail. Again, new beginning, a completed cycle. You will graduate. Whatever happens, it will be harmonious. And you'll start finally understanding something, and you're going to get great joy from it.